Welcome and let's solve this amazing Math Olympiad question together. It's very simple, okay? I assure you. So ensure to stay throughout the end. Now let's see what to do. You're going to learn a lot today, okay? So what we are going to do here is, now remember this is just exponential equation because of these powers. So we say it's exponential or indices equation. So what we are going to do is we are going to begin with solution. Now, to answer this question comfortably, let's remind ourselves of some rules guiding indices or exponents. And they are, if you have a to the power of m, multiply a to the power of n. It simply means a to the power of n plus. So you add the power when you are multiplying. And when you are dividing, okay, what do? You have a to the power of m. Division will turn to subtraction. So let's see how to use it in this question. So we're going to have for this, we are going to apply because this is this. So it means we are going to have 9 to the power of x. Let's use dot for times, okay? Multiplied by 9 to the power of 1 minus, for this, let's use this, the reverse, which is this. We have 9 to the power of x divided by 9 to the power of 1. And everything is equal to 20. Now, what do you think you can do again? Now, you will now notice that we need to clear this. Okay, we need to clear it. But before then, you know that 9 to the power of 1, each time you are raising a number to a power of 1 is that number. So this is the same as saying 9 to the power of x is multiplying 9 minus 9 to the power of x over 9, because this is 9, is equal to 20. Now, what do you think we can do again? We need to clear this denominator. So in that case, you are going to multiply each side. This is together because of this multiplication. This is also together and this together. So we're going to multiply each part by that 9, okay? So let's do it together. We're going to now have 9, we multiply the whole of these two. So we have 9 to the power of x multiply 9 minus, use it also here, 9 to the power of x over 9 multiplied by 9 is equal to 20 multiplied by 9. You see how simple it is. So this 9, we cancel this. So we are going to have 9 times 9 will give us 8. Well, you know, you cannot multiply this with this 9 to the power of x because they are different terms. This power has made it not to be the same, even though they are both having a base of 9. So let's just say 9 multiply 9 will give us 81. So we have 9 to the power of x multiplied by 81 minus, we are left with 9 to the power of x here is equal to, if you multiply these two, it gives you 180. So what do we do again? You will notice that, remember we said these are together, okay? This one is also on its own. So you notice that 9 to the power of x is common in these two parts. So let's bring it out and see what it gives us. So we're going to use it now to divide this. And if you divide it, it gives you 81. Use it to divide itself, it gives you 1 and is equal to 180. Very beautiful. So we now have 9 to the power of x. Subtract this, it gives you 80, okay? Is equal to 180. So remember, this is multiplication. And to remove this, you are going to divide. That's the inverse of it. You are going to divide. So we're dividing both sides by 80. So let's divide. In that case, we have 9 to the power of x is giving us 2 here will give us 4, and 2 here is 9. So we have 9 over 4. Now at this point, you are going to ask yourself question, what do? You will notice that 9 over 4 cannot be expressed to be in base 9. It's not possible. This one is just a fraction, and this is a base on its own. So can we express 9 over 4 to be in base 9? No. And when you get to a point where you say no to such question, please remember to use your logarithm. I hope you are ready for that. So to make use of our logarithm, that's the only thing we can use there. What do? Remember what I'm going to show you now. Remember for your logarithm that when you have, first, if you have log a raised to power of n, this power will multiply the log. So you're going to have n log a, okay? The second thing is when you have log a over b, it means log A, division sign turns to subtraction. Did you see what you have? So let's apply this in solving this. So what we need to do, like we said, is to take the log of both sides. So it's going to give us log of 9 to the power of x, then also take the log of this. Did you see it? So at this point, apply this. For this, let's apply it here. So we're going to have this x we multiply, we have x log 9 is equal to, what do we have here? This, using this, we are going to have log of 9 minus log of 4. So since we are getting x, we divide both sides by the log of 9 to remove that. So when you do that, what do you have? This will cancel, and we are going to have x is giving us, so let's take this part off. So when you do that, you are going to have x is equal to log of, when you divide this, it cancels, you have 1. 1 minus, this is log 4 all over log 9. Now remember, our target is to keep reducing. Okay, we are to reduce this to the lowest form that nothing can go in again. So in that case, we can remember that 4 is the same thing as 2 times 2, which is 2 squared, right? Then we also know that 9 is 3 times 3, which is 3 squared. So let's see how to put them in here to help us get the value of x in its simplified form. So this will now be log of 2 squared all over log of 3 squared. So what do you do with this? Remember also this rule. Remember it again. So we're going to have x is equal to 1 minus, this we multiply, we have 2 log 2 all over, this we multiply, we have 2 log 3. Did you see it? So what do you think happens? This can easily cancel this. There's no challenge there. So we are going to have x is equal to 1 minus, we now have log 2 all over log 3. Now at this point, there is something we need to remember, another rule of logarithm, which says that if you have log A all over, if you have log A all over log B, we call it change of base. It means you are going to have log A base B. So when you have this, it is the same as this. We say it is change of base. So let's quickly apply it here to get our final value of x. So if you apply it there now, we're going to have our x is going to give us 1 minus, this is going to give us log 2, then this will turn to the base of 3. And this becomes the simplified value of x. Okay, now we've gotten this x, we're going to check to know if actually we're going to get this answer 20. Let's do it together. So let's substitute. Let's do a check. Let's substitute. So we're going to put in, anywhere we see x, we replace it. So we're going to have 9 to the power of 1 minus log 2 base 3, then plus 1, okay, minus 9 to the power of 1 minus log 2 base 3, then minus 1. Let's see if our answer will be equal to 20. Now, what do you do next? This is going to give us, we are going to simplify that. So if you simplify it, you are going to now have, this will give us 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 9 to the power of 2 minus log 2 base 3 minus 9. 1 minus this one is gone. So we are left with 9 to the power of negative log 2 base 3. Wow. What do we do again? So what we need to do again is we are going to still remember the rule of our indices, which we've already said at the beginning. Remember, this is power and this is subtraction. So we are going to divide when you see subtraction and the power. So this is going to give us 9 to the power of 2 is divided by 9 to the power of log 2 base 3. Did you see it? Then for this, what do you do? This is minus, we have 9. This can be the same as 9 to the power of, we can just say that what is here is 0. because when you say 0 minus 1 is same thing as -1. So let's just put 0 there. So we have 9 to the power of 0. So we have 9 to the power of 0 over 9 to the power of log 2 base 3. Did you see it? It's just like there is 0 here. So that's why we have it this way. So what do you do again? We are going to simplify again. 9 to the power of 2 is 9 times 9, giving us 81. Then for this, remember when you have this 9 can be expressed as a product of 3 to give us 3 raised to power of 2. Then we have log. This is representing 9, okay? Then we have log 2 base 3 minus 9 to the power of 0, according to your indices, is 1. So we have 1 over 9. So let's express this 9 as a product of 3 also. We have 3 to the power of 2. Then we have log 2 base 3. Simplify this. When you remove the brackets, this will turn to multiplication. So this will now give us 81 over 3 to the power of, this will multiply this to give us 2 log 2 base 3. Did you see it? Minus 1 over, if you open up this, you're going to have 3 to the power of 2 log 2 base 3. Very interesting. Now this will still now give us 81. Use this, okay? So we're going to return this power here. And if you return it, you are going to have 3 to the power of log 2 squared, okay? 2 squared base 3. Then minus 1 over, if you return this here, it becomes 3 to the power of log 2 squared, then base 3. We are concluding. So we're going to now have 81 over 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. So we have 3 to the power of log 4 base 3, then minus 1 over 3 from here. 2 squared is 4, so we have log 4 base 3. Did you see it? So what do you do again? Now there is this rule that you need to remember, very important, which says the anti-logarithm rule, which says that when you have a to the power of log, let's just say p base a, okay? Each time you have this, you see this base is same with the base of the logarithm. Whenever you have it this way, just watch out for this. Your answer will be your p. This is another key that we need to note. So in this case, you notice that this base is the same with this base. So the answer for this is 4. So we're going to apply it to now have 81 over 4 minus, do same here. You see this and this are the same. So we are going to have it as 1 over 4. The denominators are the same. Just subtract the numerators. Okay. So when you subtract 1 from 81, it gives you 80. And in conclusion, we now see that 80 divided by 4 will simply give us 20 as an answer, which is what we have at the right hand side. And it shows we are correct. I hope this helps you a lot. Let's know how much in the comment section. Remember, you can ask questions for clarity, share with your friends, and subscribe for the more you will get. I will see you in our next class. Bye-bye.